Hi, I'm Brooks Compton, Mayor of the City of Centerville, and we have just completed our Centerville Council meeting, which was our 14th meeting of the year on August 15, 2016. If you would like to watch the full council meeting, you may go to the Centerville website, which is at centervilleohio.gov, where the full meeting will be posted for your viewing. Our meeting lasted somewhat long this evening. We started about 7:40 and ended about 10:25. Initially, the meeting was called to order, and the invocation was given by Mark Simpson from the Morning Star Baptist Church. After a pledge of allegiance to the flag, the roll call was taken, and Councilmember Joanne Rao had to be absent this evening because of a family commitment. We approved previous minutes from our meetings in July and August 1 and August 8. And then we received the good news that Alan Nelson is returning to the City Beautiful Commission after being on a leave of absence for some months. Tonight we recognize the Morning Star Baptist Church for their volunteer or their annual day of service. And throughout the community they worked at Stubbs Park, taking care of the bridges, putting down some mulch, and doing some weeding over at the police department, in addition to taking care of an elderly resident's home which needed painting, and they painted the whole house for her. So we recognize they do good work every year, and we recognize their nice work that they did again this year. Also then, Chief Robertson presented new employees to the Centerville Police Department. In the dispatch department, Patricia, or Patty Fabric, she is new records communication specialist, and Benjamin Minch is a new police officer, and Amanda Reyes is a new police officer for the Centerville Police Department. Amanda graduated from Northern Kentucky. Benjamin graduated from Wright State University, and Patricia was a graduate of the High University. Oath of office was administered to our new City Beautiful Commission member, which was Susan Jesse, and she's going to serve on that commission, and she's been appointed for a 3-year term. This evening, Jan Prettyman, who's the head of the City Beautiful Commission, she was unable to be here this evening to present the Centerville Community Pride Award, so Doug Spittler, our Director of Public Works, presented that to Veterinarian Alternatives on 21 East Ridgeway Drive, and they were the winner of the Centerville Community, or the August Award winner for Centerville Community Pride. Other awards in August for Summer Landscape Award winners were Cliff and Diana Thorstensen on 6523 Atterbury Court, Carol and Clark Roberts at 140 South Village Drive, Sue Spiegel and Lisa Hanauer at 2267 Jamie Rose Way, Ken and Colleen Nartker on 214 Tuxworth Road, Susan and Terry Duffy at 327 Silvertree Lane, Sue Ann Haberstroh at 278 Joy Elizabeth, and Dallas and Janice Mateel at 1263 Courtyard Place. They were the winners of the Summer Landscaping Awards. And there will be the annual recognition of our award winners at the October council meeting. We had official reports, and during the course of the mayor's report, I went through a number of items recognizing the police open house on July 30th, the food truck Fridays, which have taken place at the heart of Centerville down in the AP district, and they've been very successful. Excuse me, the Boomer Festival at St. Leonard's, which took place a week or so ago. And then Councilmember Palcher reminded us of the wind down of the concert, the annual summer concert series. And this coming Sunday, we have the community band at Stubbs Park that will be performing with the Kettering Community Band, and be a good performance. We've had great attendance this summer for the summer concert series, and we thank the Arts Commission for doing a great job, as they do every year with that. Then went over a little bit of the fact that Council has placed on the ballot November 8 a request for a modest tax increase for the earned income tax. And City Manager Greg Horn brought up an interesting item with respect to that we have one project coming up next year in our budget, which is the repaving of Clio Road from Alex Bell up to Bigger, and that is about a $600,000 item. And we're asking for a little request from the Ohio Public Works Commission, but Mr. Horn pointed out that that is approximately 60% of our annual road repair or resurfacing during the course of any one year, and why it is important that we do have the support of the voters with respect to our levy, which will generate about $2.2 million, and which we expect to use about half of that for road work. So we're looking forward to having that approval in November. Then Mr. Beals had a report about the Miami Valley Regional Planning Commission, Sister City Committee, and other items of committees that he serves on. We followed that by a brief city manager's report and then also a maintenance and code and calendar report from Mr. Cahill on behalf of the city. The Planning Commission had a couple items before us tonight, and this item was a public hearing on the rezoning of area off of Yankee Street, right north of Yankee Trace and close to the Yankee Commons development, which is just north of the Yankee Trace development itself, or the golf course development. And that item, we had about a hearing that lasted about an hour, and it dealt with the rezoning from part of that from Washington Township A agricultural land zoning to residential plan development, or RPD zoning classification, and another portion of that 1 acre was R1C, single family residential, to be rezoned to residential plan development. That item, after a lot of discussion and a long public hearing, was passed, and it was approved to rezone those areas from Washington Township agricultural and residential 1C to residential plan development zoning classification. And also what went with that was a record plan taking two parcels and putting them into one parcel, from a 1 acre and a 2.5 acre parcel to just a little bit more than 1 3-acre parcel. That item was also approved by the City Council 5-0. Mr. Stair had to recuse himself on both of those items as he felt that he had a conflict of interest. The consent agenda was approved unanimously. There were a number of items that dealt with the review of the Unified Development Ordinance, and we set 4 items for public hearing in October. Then there was a pipeline easement involving the Iron Horse Trail, and that was passed. And then along with the support of, there's a couple properties that are being annexed to the city of Centerville from Sugar Creek Township, and we set up the procedure, the service resolution, and also some buffer requirements because of the annexation of that property. And then we are fortunate to have the 3 individuals remain as members of our commissions. Paul Clark, who does a terrific job as chair of our planning commission, he was reappointed for a 1-year term as the chair. Sherry Lady, the City Beautiful Commission, she's on for another 3-year term. And then Tom Wheeler, who's been chair of that commission, he's been also on for a 3-year term, or has served as chair of certain aspects of the City Beautiful Commission. Jan Prettyman is the chair of that commission. Old business, we had one item that came up, and this was respect to Yankee Trace Woods, or the Grove at Yankee Trace. That item was removed off the table and also then was removed from the agenda until this item comes up again as a separate ordinance. So that will not be coming up again for council's consideration until it comes up as a new ordinance. We did not have any citizens' comments and positions. We had a lot in the course of our public hearing, but we did not have any separate ones. We had no additional new business this evening, and we did adjourn the meeting until our next formal council meeting, which will be September 19th, 2016. And please, you can go to the city website to see the entire meeting, and also to take advantage of what items come up on our city website as news items. And appreciate you watching this evening. And you may reach the city at 433-7151, or any council member or me as the mayor with any question or concern or suggestions that you may have. Thank you for watching, and look forward to seeing you in the summary next after the September 19 meeting. Thank you very much for watching.